bench. Rising stars of the radio, now watch as we ascend. Second string telling the truth, there's no need to take offense. Grant Jake Logan in the booth, so you better pay attention.
Good afternoon, Corvallis. You're listening to Second String Sports on 88.7 FM KBVR Corvallis. Friday, February 5th?
Yeah, it's February 5th.
Sorry, my mind is completely
Days are just flowing
absolutely
by.
fried from week 5. But
I think all of us are a little tired from the week.
15 minutes could save your life. If you
Jake, you like to play a PSA over while we talk? Big fan.
It's been a rough week apparently.
Big fan.
Jake, is my mic on? Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, all right. So it sounds like I can't hear myself.
Yeah, we're off to it. The wheels are rusty and we're coming out just nice and slow and steady, but that's kind of the way it's got to be week 5. No additional guests on this show. This is our first show
With no guests.
where it's
this time.
just solo riding in the booth.
Kind of
the
lonely.
OG trio. Yeah, it feels, winter term has been kicked off with just guest after guest. You guys have been overwhelmed with fresh faces, fresh opinions, and are you just stuck with the
you're
old
stuck
grumpy
with us.
trio? Yeah,
Grumpy.
but
Call us Bill Belichick's.
I wouldn't go that far. Anyways, we are back. Jake, Logan, and Grant. We have a packed show today. We got Oregon State basketball to talk about.
Do we have some Oregon State basketball to talk about? Blow the whistle.
We got some Oregon State football commits to talk about.
Big recruits.
Big recruits coming in.
Four stars.
Of course, we got this is our official Super Bowl show.
More like
I actually haven't heard that one before.
Ooh.
Soundboard game.
Yeah, that's it. I hate media Super Bowl week. It's the absolute worst.
Agreed.
Yeah, but now this is the official Super Bowl in 2 days. It's actually relevant to talk about.
Still, it is relevant to talk about, but I hate media week. It's the worst.
But we are the media. You hate it?
Yeah, it's just
You hate
stories.
yourself?
It's storylines that just drag on for a week straight.
Justin Bieber says, "Love yourself," so love yourself.
Shouts out to JB.
Anyways,
Starting
and then
off
of
the show
course
with a
we
JB
have the
shout-out.
official NBA All-Star Weekend lineup, competition lineup to talk about because that is next weekend. So.
Yeah. If we do remember that in years past, when we post some of the podcasts to YouTube.
Yeah, just a fair warning. The very first ever Second String Sports NBA All-Star Weekend YouTube video is up to 4,000 views.
Yeah, that's it. It's their most popular one. People,
I don't know why. If someone sees All-Star and sees an hour-long video, they might, there's no way they would think it's the actual competition and click on it and be pissed, right?
NBA fans just love Second String Sports talking about NBA All-Star Weekend. Simple as that.
It is simple as that. Anyways, let's kick it off with the freshest topic of the day.
The freshest, the meanest.
Coming off of a late
And a great topic.
8 p.m. late but great night in Gill last night.
Yeah, probably the best game. Maybe I've said this before, but maybe one of the best games in Gill Coliseum I've ever seen.
I think it was much louder and almost more energetic than the Arizona State upset. Almost.
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah, sorry. Last year.
Yeah.
Did it seem louder to you guys?
It
almost seemed like it.
Even because I know looking up top, I can't remember in the past game against USC, it was still a pretty packed house, but I wouldn't say last night was not as packed as it has been, just because it was such a late game, Thursday night.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gill Coliseum, loud.
Yeah.
And it was getting.
rocking.
I was working the game and I couldn't get a turn with some of the crew.
Yeah.
But there was shirts being taken off and
It was crazy.
there was this guy behind me who just kept going consistently throughout the whole entire game. Just goes with take the ball, shoot it, grab it, and he just had get him. And he just had hilarious comments, and it was hard for me not to laugh. But that's just what Oregon State passion is all about. It was awesome.
It was the official return of Jamal as well.
Oh yeah, Jamal Reed.
Coming off that 4-game lockdown.
Jamal was a huge impact in that game last night.
Yeah.
We'll go more in depth into it. But so game last night, if you missed it, you did not go to Gill Coliseum or did not have the opportunity to, we all feel sorry for you because, wow,
Missed
Oregon
a lot.
State stuns Utah.
On ESPN too.
On ESPN
also.
too, national TV. No, the
Yep,
Beavs are getting
big-
that
big
national.
time win.
Beavs are getting that national TV love with Lady Beavs playing Arizona State on ESPN the other day too.
That was an awesome game as well.
Yeah,
And
Killed
let's,
them.
let's just be honest. Last night's game was a must-win. There was
Yeah.
no way around that.
Yeah.
Especially after the first loss to Utah. We all know
Yeah.
the Jarmal incident. Blah blah blah. Could have
Yeah.
won that game. You know, it was huge, even though it wasn't pretty, to pull
Yeah.
out this last-minute win because
Yeah.
it was needed.
yeah. You know, our tournament hopes were already kind of looking small, but you know, last night's game just kind of it already proves that this team can overcome anything. And so last night, Utah has Jacob Podol.
It's Pirtle.
I can never remember.
I just remember it sounded like turtle. I don't know.
Pirtle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he is a Namesmith watch as well as with Gary Payton and along with a Pac-12 Player of the Year too. So that was a good matchup to watch, and he balled out
20-9.
But man, how do we even describe the end of this game? Chaotic, crazy.
That would be a kind of an
Makeup call?
understatement.
Makeup calls?
So
Video game-esque.
It was like
it was video game.
it was like a dream, but better than a dream.
That's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like the whole game, we were down, we were staying within striking distance, but it just never really felt like we had that bucket to kind of just put us over. We were down, 5, almost like the whole game, it seemed like.
Yeah,
Almost
it's-
5 to 8
Kind of like
consistently.
staying close, but just not getting
Yeah, I
some
think with
momentum to get going.
like 4 minutes left, we were probably down by like 8 or 7. It
Yeah.
kind of looked like Utah was maybe about to pull away, but we just we kept scrapping and
last 4 or 5 minutes, I turned to the people we were sitting with. I said, we got to get Stevie some open shots. I
Yeah.
mean, because he just wasn't being aggressive. I think he hit that 3 to put us within, it was 2 or 3.
yeah, I think it was around. I think it put us in without 3 points.
Yeah.
when he hit the first 3-pointer.
Yeah. And then, momentum from there. Defense kind of turned up. The crowd got into it, forced some turnovers, and, the rest was history, I guess.
Yeah. So let's replay the game. There's probably about 17 seconds or so on the clock. Utah has the ball. They're kind of moving it around. Ball goes in the corner into Utah. I think is Guzman. I think it was Guzman who shot it. No, it was Loveridge.
I think it was Loveridge.
Loveridge shot it, and Jarmal Reed fouled him on a 3-point shot.
Yep.
Questionable foul.
Questionable foul. I was going to say,
Questionable on the accuracy.
It was hard to tell from where we were.
It was hard to
because
tell, but
we don't have
after I saw
TV
the
replays.
replay, that wasn't a foul.
It wasn't a foul. No.
No way was that a foul. So,
It was justice
yeah. So
coming up.
Yeah. So then, Loveridge makes all 3 free throws, puts him ahead by 1 or 2. What was it?
It was 1
By
point.
one.
By 1 point. That's what it was. Puts him ahead by 1 with probably like 2.2 seconds left around there.
Yep.
And
Almost not even that. Like,
2.2 seconds.
I think there was 2.2.
Yeah, I think there was
2.2?
2.2
I just remember looking
seconds.
at it and-
And
couldn't even advance the ball. So
we couldn't advance the ball.
It was a
So
full court
So
in bounds.
Yeah, no timeouts.
Stevie cuts and goes middle of the court. Stevie goes all the way. Stephen Thompson goes all the way up, draws contact, foul. Wow.
Yeah.
That place was electric.
That
That was probably some of the dumb. That was one of the dumbest. Like, even if that was a high school play, like, how could you?
Even if
Oh,
that was
man.
youth, I mean, that you could hear the coaches even.
Why was he? Why
You
was
know.
he even within a foot radius of him?
I don't remember. Was there a time? It was so chaotic in Gill. Was there a timeout after the free throw?
because
there was,
okay.
but it didn't advance it.
No, I know it didn't advance it. I just couldn't remember if there was a timeout.
There was. So
Okay, because I do remember
Blank,
coaches.
yeah.
Coaches.
yeah, because I remember
you know
Tinkle.
that whole timeout.
he's saying
Utah
you just need to
coaches are
draw.
saying you
Don't
need to
foul. Don't foul.
don't foul. You could hear it. I mean, even coming out of the timeout.
Yeah.
And what do?
They draw
You know-
a 3-point foul.
And
For sure.
that's a call that isn't made most of the time.
True.
But
if you make the call for Utah on leverage, you already know that the refs are looking for contact.
Yeah.
So that was a good play by Stephen Thompson, because if you already know that the refs are looking for contact, just try to get the contact either way.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna call one, you got to call the other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like you said, Stephen Thompson, that was smart. He's a high IQ player.
Yeah.
And has proved himself, so far to just be pretty fearless, especially for a freshman.
And then eventually, when he got the foul call, it was 0.1 seconds on the clock.
So game over. It was like,
but it's either, it's game over or it's a tie ball game. No matter what,
Overtime,
when Stephen
game
Thompson
over.
comes, shoots the free throw, ice in his veins, drops 3 in a row.
And how ironic too that we went on free throws.
He hadn't.
We've been so bad all year.
He hadn't
have
made a
sucked.
free throw shot in the last 2 games. He was 8 of 16 within his last 2 games. He was shooting 62% from the line.
He's arguably our best free throw
Yeah.
shooter
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
which
he
is
is our best free throw
strange that
shooter.
he had shot 62%. So you knew that, that was his redemption moment right there. Like,
He was
couldn't have
huge.
dreamed of a bigger freshman moment for himself.
Yeah.
And it's things like that make me excited going forward, because to show the poise and just high IQ that he does as a freshman, that's pretty rare.
Yeah. During the press conference last night, Tinkle said that they just tried to calm him down, ask what Stephen Thompson's favorite ice cream was. They just try to calm him down like that. And there's some of us in the media crew, so we're kind of like, wonder what Stephen Thompson's favorite ice cream actually is. Like, what was his answer? And some of us are kind of curious on that, just what Stephen Thompson's ice cream is. But it's kind of funny. Just I think they asked, "Oh, did you even talk to him?" We're like, "Oh yeah, we talked to him, but we just kind of just let him do his thing."
And
keep him calm.
And that's smart. Clearly worked.
Yeah.
He had 6 out of our 8 made free throws last night, and he was 6 for 6.
Yeah. And Gary Payton II said that he couldn't even watch the free throws.
Have you seen the video of it?
Yeah. He was actually
It's
facing
amazing.
the
He was
complete other
literally
way.
at the end of the complete other baseline facing the crowd.
Yeah.
Kind
I
of
just
doing the
saw him.
Dwayne Wade
You
type
saw
thing.
when the winning shot hit, he smiled and turned around. It was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that because I think I was just
It was awesome.
tune key watching the free throws.
Yeah, you gotta.
But again, leader, Gary Payton, 26, 7,
No turnovers.
no turnovers.
0 turnovers.
Yeah.
So that was huge. I mean, when he plays well, we have a good chance to win. I mean, it's just that simple.
Any game that, yeah.
Yeah, because there was the Arizona State game when there was 2 points and we just we get blown out. We really just need Gary. We need some of the other X factors, just like Steven or Trace or Olaf, to even contribute more. And I'm not sure if Trace had a good shooting game last night.
Trace was 2 for 6. He was. I don't know. I mean, he had 5 points, 7 boards.
Yeah,
he wasn't as
he contributed
aggressive.
defensively.
Yeah.
He had a couple blocks, I thought, down low, I believe. But
yeah, I was impressed with going back to Gary, just how he came out firing too. He was shooting the ball well. He was confident. He was taking some threes that he normally just doesn't take.
It was at the very start of the game.
Yeah.
And that's what was surprising.
Knocked down his first 2, I believe.
Yeah. And got a couple 3-pointers in there.
And
that's good to see, because if Gary has his shot just and the confidence rolling with the shot, can you stop him?
It's unstoppable.
Yeah. I mean, because that's really his only weakness is shooting.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like once that happens, teams, good luck.
And it's a good weakness to have, because the shot is something that could be
It can be worked on.
Opposed to other things. But
I'm pretty sure his pops is probably harped on him a couple times there.
oh, of course, he could do better.
Probably, but it's making him better. So
Yeah.
That's true.
All right.
What a
Well,
game.
man, I don't know if we can say any more about the game.
71-69.
Go watch some highlights of it. That's all we can say.
Yeah, man. I don't know if
Love it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was speechless.
Yeah. I was still kind of like, wow, this was something special, something that you don't really see
Yeah. And if you
every day.
if you were there live, you Got to witness Grant on the court too.
Yeah,
Br-
Grant.
Yeah, let's
All right,
talk
Grant,
about this.
Let's talk about this. So Grant was in a competition
First half.
in the first half where he gets
Thanks
to
to me.
take. He gets to have
Yeah,
three
true.
seconds. Grant had 3 seconds to go from one baseline to try to go as far as he can and then shoot the shot.
Yeah.
Grant, how would you grade your performance on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna have to go like a 2.
A
or
2?
3.
You still give
Yeah.
yourself a 2?
Yeah, that was bad.
It was pretty
All right,
bad.
All right, let me
I've
just
seen-
go on a little
okay,
rant real quick.
Grant, you know,
Yeah.
we've been balling together. We've been balling. I've seen you probably make shots like that multiple times. Was it just the added pressure?
I really think what it was, honestly. All right, let me just go on a little rant real quick. All right, shout out our PA announcer. He's a great announcer. All right, he counted really fast. You can see the video. He was counting the 3 seconds really fast. Okay,
Blame it
wasn't
on the
expecting
PA
that.
Maybe
guy.
they should have put a shot clock on.
They
Yeah, they
should have.
should've.
No, they should have. That would have been easier.
So you're blaming
No, so-
clock malfunctions?
Okay, honestly, like I'm not even. So I think that I was much faster than most of the people that go out there. Like most of the
Probably.
people that do the contest just aren't even relatively athletic.
Yeah.
Like let's just be honest. Okay, so when I was running,
That was the wrong one.
so I felt like he was like, oh, you know, he's gonna get way farther than people. I don't know if he meant to, but he was counting really fast.
All right.
And then
I wonder
I
if he has a
realized,
Twitter account. We should tweet at him.
I don't know.
Clock malfunctions.
But you know, I mean, I'm not salty towards him. He's a great announcer. Never met him.
Okay.
But, you know, it got down to the whole, like, one thing. Had way less time than I thought. And then I don't know. It was bad. I rushed
top
it
of the
way too
backflip.
much. Yeah, it was bad.
All right. Well, I guess I'll have to rewatch the video then to see if there was a little clock malfunctions
Also,
there.
one more thing. All right. So, you know the moppers that are out there in the middle court? You know, they're
Are
wiping
you
up the
blaming
key.
the moppers?
The children?
Okay, no, not blaming them. Okay, but I wanted
Blaming
to go.
them.
I wanted to go straight up the middle. You know, it's easier to take a straight on shot than like
Yeah.
angle. It's also shorter.
Yeah.
I had to go to the side because they were in the key. So I was also from the side.
You're to hear, folks. Grant Ocampo blaming 6-year-old children.
Okay,
I'm just hearing a lot of excuses right now, Grant.
it's a poor performance. I should have done better.
Evans was almost worse.
Evans, okay, yeah,
Evans is way worse.
Evans
He bricked like
made people
7
forget
free
about.
throws.
Yeah, Evans made people forget about mine.
People don't know
And he
Evan.
could have won 10 grand.
Yeah, his was a much better prize too.
Yeah,
but
and people don't know Evan. He's the guy who sings our song.
yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
he's an artist.
Yeah.
Shout out Jams.
Shout out Jams.
He'll be on here one
Anyways,
day.
yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a bad
Make a free throw.
performance from both of us.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of disappointing.
you know, I'll make up for it in IMs.
His lack of free throws paved the way for Stevie's free throws.
True, got out the misses early.
Yeah. That's what it was. Thanks, Evan.
So yeah, shout out Jake for putting me on that competition. I'm sorry that I couldn't make Second String Sports proud.
Yeah.
It was a bad performance.
That was a bad performance.
I'll take full blame for that.
I'll give you a 1.
All right. Well, I appreciate
Dang.
It's
A
better
1.
it's better than a 0.
that. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a 1.
Okay.
If we have a 0, then I'll go
I'll
1
give you
also.
I'll give you a 1 for effort.
One for
Okay.
effort.
Yeah. I ran fast. I should have
Yeah.
pulled up earlier.
Probably.
What it was.
Yeah.
Enough on that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to our listeners for letting our loyal listeners down.
Sorry Beaver Nation for such a
bet
poor performance.
Dick Butte would be real sad.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Where are you?
Yeah. If people don't know him, he's our
He's our stalker fan.
yeah, he
Hater?
likes to comment
He
random
loves
things.
watching the live stream.
And hopefully he heard this because he's been wanting a shout out.
He also wanted us to roast him.
Yeah, you want us to roast him. So
It's hard to roast someone we don't know, though.
Yeah,
Come on the show, Dick Butte.
yeah. If you really want to have a feud with us, we're good with it.
There's
Yeah.
a microphone. You've seen it. You watched the stream.
You know where we're
Hey,
at.
John Canzano rehabilitates people. You
Yeah.
know, we can do it also.
Second stream
Hey,
rehabilitation.
come on. Yeah.
We'll revive you back to life. We'll show you the pathway to success.
Major keys coming on Second String.
What if it's just like Mike Riley?
Just listening from Nebraska.
Well, that would be awesome. We could have Mike Riley on any time.
Yeah.
It'd be quite interesting.
I bet it's Finn.
It's probably not Finn.
Who's Finn?
Story for another time that
All right.
no one listening knows
Fair
about.
Yeah.
All right, Oregon State basketball. That's enough of that.
Game tomorrow.
Amazing game. Game tomorrow.
Colorado. We lost to Colorado in Colorado, and they kind of manhandled us, really. And I think is it Larry Scott? Is it Scott? Something Scott.
It is. It's. I think it's Larry Scott. No, it's not Larry
It's
Scott.
not Larry Scott. It's
Josh. No.
Something.
something. I know his last name's Scott.
And Colorado actually got demolished by Oregon last night as well.
And we need to beat Colorado. There's
Coming off
Simple
this
as
game, you
that.
got
I mean, they're a good team.
We're
17-6.
We are beating the hardest teams. Like
Yep.
some of the hardest teams. We beat California. We beat Utah. We beat Oregon. We need to like get the wins, like, you know, the Stanford, the Colorado,
Clean up
the Arizona State. We've talked about this
the
before.
expected wins. Yeah.
Yeah, we need the expected wins. If we even want a shot at even making maybe even NIT as well. Like
Yeah.
it's
gonna be tough.
Yeah, you know, it'd be great if we just go on a huge win streak, and we do
Just
keep
win out.
winning, and we just win out. But even if we don't make the tourney, we still get an NIT berth, and say we get an NIT berth, and it's at home. Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool. Would we rather have the tourney though?
Would rather have a tourney, but still,
And
I
just-
take either one right now.
Back on the Colorado game, real quick. Josh Scott,
Josh Scott.
Yes.
What did I say before?
Larry.
Ah,
Oh, we're thinking. We're thinking.
Larry Scott, you play football, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah. Well, that guy,
The commish.
yeah, he's. I guess he's just the commish. Well, and also Larry Scott play football.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Anyways, Josh Scott.
Josh
There's a lot of
Scott. You know,
Scotts.
he's a very boring little fella. He's a big fella, but
Man. He's still a little fella.
he's a little fella.
He's kind of Tim Duncan-esque.
Yeah.
He gets the job done.
Yeah,
Not
that's
really
what we're
flashy.
comparing. Yeah, he was just.
Does all the things to win.
Yeah,
Well, we'll see
we
what
can beat
happens.
Colorado.
Need it. Big game.
Big game.
Everyone show up tomorrow.
5:30. Gil.
It's kind of an odd time, I think, for a. I don't think we've had a Saturday like a 5:30 in a while.
Yeah.
It's a pretty awkward time.
But-
It's good for traveling
It
families,
is good
but
for
like,
traveling.
It is
'Cause, I mean, it's
you
not
don't get
late,
done too
people can
late.
bring
It's not
kids.
too early.
Yeah.
But I just feel like we haven't had one of those times in a while.
Hopefully we can
I don't think so.
have a big crowd.
Oregon State men's basketball. Nothing gets better than that.
Facts.
Facts only.
Facts only.
All right. Moving on to some Oregon State football. Huge maintained recruits
Yes.
that were in question. I think we were actually questioning them last week, weren't we? Some of them.
Overall, what really happened through the signing day, there wasn't really any huge surprises at all. There was the Christian Wallace or Sherwood Thompson, future defensive backs. They're both 4 stars, and we also got I think his name is Isaac Garcia.
Yeah, Isaac Garcia.
He is a decommit from USC, defensive end.
And ESPN lists him as a 4-star.
Yeah,
I mean,
and ESPN is a 4-star. So we got 3 4-star recruits, and that is the first time in a class for Oregon State since 2010.
yeah.
So
I believe we finished 36th in overall for
Yeah, I don't know
class.
what it finished. That's probably
Yeah.
right. I know it's mid-30s, something like that.
yeah, we got like a 350-pound former running back out of
Yeah.
Hawaii. But he's going to be playing like
That one was
D tackle
strange,
or
yeah.
something like that. It's pretty funny.
How do you? I want to see him at running back. He's
Stick him in. Apparently, Christian Wallace is.
He played running
He
back in
also
high
can
school.
play running back.
He's dynamic.
And Gary Anderson also said in the post conference during signing day that you could probably see Christian Wallace coming in a couple of snaps at running back next year.
Yeah, I'm excited for. Yeah, really, what the whole thing. You said there were no surprises, and I think that was the best thing that could have happened, because with all the the new coaches are obviously Sataki leaving, all that.
Yeah.
We were at risk of losing these Sherrod Thompson, Christian Wallace, Isaac Garcia types. I mean, they committed to Sataki.
it was
and
very plausible that they would have left.
and it ended up
Maintaining.
being about what everything that Sataki recruited.
Yeah.
So it was a solid signing day. When you look at it, a lot of defensive.
Yeah, major because last year we gave up like 37 points per game. And I think
It was a huge part. Our offense needed a rest, I don't know.
Yeah, well, the defense just had major holes, and that's what we needed to fill. And going out and getting junior college players that already have experience at the college level, that's huge. We also have. Going back to the offensive side, we got, I think it's Trayvon Bradford from Oregon City, who's apparently he's also just another quick athlete. So,
and then also, we've talked about it before, Mason Moran signs. We were the first school to offer him as a QB, someone who is not a starter until senior year, ends up getting, first team All-State at a very good school. I think he's someone who kind of was under the radar just because he didn't really play until senior year at a QB. And I think that he could be big going forward also. I think that, we've talked about this. I think he'd probably redshirt next year, possibly. But I mean, I think he's someone who's a factor going forward.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So that's kind of a roundup.
As we've been saying for every show since football season, it'll be interesting next year. Just
yeah, it's gonna be kind of
continuation.
Sad. It's kind of sad that we just don't get free tickets anymore. We can't just roll into the game.
True. I mean, we could.
Man, we could.
There's ways.
There's loopholes.
KBVR press pass may go missing.
No, we won't do that.
We would never do that.
We would never do that.
No truth at all in that. In that
the pass would expire. It's a good idea though, Jake.
We can't give up our ways.
Yeah, but looking forward to some spring ball action coming in here.
Exactly. I'm just excited for the quarterback position, honestly.
I think
I love a little healthy competition.
Isn't the spring game this term or is it next term?
No, it's not this term. It's usually in May, right? Because I feel like it's usually around Mom's weekend.
When did we play our flag football game?
We played it this term, right?
No. We do play it. I think that it's the next term that.
Maybe I'm just getting confused when we were inside Research Stadium. But I think it was. I think it is spring term, but whatever. Overall, just looking forward to spring ball and kind of see some of these players because Mason Moran will be out there too. So
yep, he's here. Not here yet. He's enrolling next term.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Oregon State football.
Exactly. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break here with some PSAs, but when we come back, we get into a little Super Bowl discussion, NBA All-Star Weekend discussion. Before we do go to break, if you want to, debate what we've said so far, I haven't checked so far, do not believe we have any questions yet, but hashtag Second String Sports or tweet at our show's Twitter at Second String KBVR, anything that you want discussed or anything that you disagree with or agree with. So stay tuned, Second String Sports. We will be right back.
My name is Jordan Villiman, and you listen to Second String Sports on 88.7 KBVR Corvallis.
You might think indoor tanning is safe, yet UV light from indoor tanning can cause premature aging, including wrinkles, sagging, and age spots. Even worse, UV light increases your risk of skin cancer, including melanoma, the deadliest form of skin cancer. In fact, one person dies from melanoma about every hour. Don't be one of them. Indoor tanning is out. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology. For more information, visit aad.org.
Chris is a real student with big dreams.
I knew I needed to go to college to get a good job. In high school, some of the other kids would drive by in their nice cars while I was riding my bike, but I didn't really mind because my goal was bigger than those things. So I talked to my guidance counselor at school, and he told me about federal student aid. So I filled out the free application, and now I'm in college. My name is Chris. I'm going to be a medical assistant. I'm going to help people.
Are you going to college? Find out more at college.gov.
This is LL Cool J, and I make my own rules to win. And right now I have a test that can help you become a winner as well. Question 1. What is AmeriCorps? A way to get some work experience. B, a way to get money for college or trade school. C, a way to help kids in your neighborhood. D, a really cool experience. Or E, all of the above. Well, if you answered E, you're a winner. Find out more about AmeriCorps. Call 1-800-942-2677. AmeriCorps. Peace and love.
Want to find out which cosmetic and household product manufacturers are subjecting animals in laboratories to cruel, unnecessary experimentation? And what actions you can take to stop the needless suffering? A new guidebook published by the National Anti-Vivisection Society entitled Personal Care for People Who Care outlines it all. And you can get it by contacting NAVS at 800-888-6287 or navs.org. Please call today.
Do you work for pay at least 20 hours per week? Do you work now, or do you expect to work in a federally funded work-study program? Are you enrolled full-time in school and caring for a child under the age of 12? Are you taking employer-sponsored job training classes? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you may be eligible for food stamps. For more information on the food stamp program and where to apply, call Oregon SafeNet at 1-800-SAFENET. That's 1-800-723-3638.
And we're back. Second String Sports. Getting back into it with some Super Bowl discussion going on now.
Media week.
Logan hates himself.
Man.
Himself?
He's media.
True. Yeah.
The Super Bowl media
I'm
week.
just going to say Logan hates himself randomly.
I was like, what?
Logan's Johnny
I award
Manziel.
you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I was like, wow, that's a little strong, Jake. But, yeah, I get it. Ow.
Wait.
I loved the echo on that.
Wait, what's that sound? Wait, what is that sound?
What is that?
Wait, is that the Mook Minute? Mook Minute, Mook Minute. He did not expect this one. This one was out of nowhere. Mike, are you ready to talk about the Mook Minute?
Anything that you want for
Anything.
1
Hey,
minute.
if any listeners don't know what this is called the Mook Minute. Mook, his name is Michael Powson. He is he's our intern, and we spurn this on him at any moment during the show, and he has 1 minute to talk about anything. Mook, are you ready to go on the clock? Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready right now.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Mook Minute starts
What's up,
now.
guys? I'm going to get back into a little bit of Oregon State basketball. We already harped on it a little bit. But if any Utah fans are out there feeling bad, I just want to bring up my hipster knowledge of an old game. If anyone remembers this, Butler versus Pittsburgh, 2011. There was 1.5 seconds left.
Okay.
Butler was up by 1.
Was this in the tournament?
It was in the tournament, top 32 to get into the Sweet 16.
Okay.
Butler fouled a guy with 1.6 seconds left, and the guy made one of his free throws, tied it.
25 seconds.
The Butler guy rebounded it and got fouled throwing up a full court shot.
I remember this.
And they won the game with 0.8 seconds because of that, and
18
went to
seconds.
the Sweet 16. So, Utah, don't feel too bad. It happens.
10 seconds.
I don't know what else to talk about. I think that's about it.
6, 5, 4, 3,
Go Beavs.
2,
Go
1.
Blazers.
That's it. You've been listening to the Mook Minute.
Solid Mook Minute.
Solid.
Prepared.
He was prepared.
Like last week.
Yeah.
I love the quick pickup on the signal for the minute after that. Just
Yeah.
random eagle placement.
Yeah. Breaking News Eagle. Yeah, it was Breaking News Eagle.
Oh, yeah, that is breaking news eagle.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Oh,
Mook is breaking news.
Was it last week that we had the Blatt?
No,
That was 2 weeks ago. We didn't have a breaking news eagle. I'm trying to see if there's any breaking news right now.
Nah, not really.
I'd be.
All right. Super Bowl. After we got distracted by the Mook Minute.
Shout out Mook for the Mook Minute. Coming to you next week.
I think we've already said our predictions from last week, but I guess we can just, since this is officially our Super Bowl show.
See if we made any changes.
Yeah,
to
maybe
our
make any
thoughts.
changes like to thoughts, THOTS. Grant, what kind of predictions do you have for the Super Bowl?
Like I talked about last week, this isn't really a game where I have any rooting preference. I want to see Peyton win. I think going out on top, this is probably his last year. I also like Cam just because Peyton doesn't have that much more time left. I'm going to have to go Broncos is who I want to win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think Peyton gets it done. I have Broncos in a close game. But like I said, I think Carolina's pretty much been doubted all year, especially for how good they've been.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know. I can see them winning. I'm going to go Broncos, though.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I've changed my prediction at all. I got the Panthers by 13 points.
All right.
Because I don't know.
Admirable.
The only thing I think the Broncos got going for them is really just the Bronco defense.
Yeah.
Even in their playoff games, the 2 playoff games they've played in, they haven't really showed any real offensive production.
They're on the verge, but it's almost like they're not. When they don't really feel like they should be there.
When they played the Steelers, they didn't have a good offense during that game. When they played the Patriots, even though they won the game against the Patriots played a horrible game, but Broncos still play kind of a horrible game. They didn't have much of an offense as well.
Super Bowl Peyton, though. Who knows?
I think Cam's about to win the Super Bowl MVP and win the NFL MVP. I think it's
if he wins the Super Bowl, he'll win double MVP. That's for sure. But
yep,
yeah. Also, quick shout out, real quick.
Yeah,
Kyle Rinker said yes, go Broncos. So listener agreeing with the Broncos.
I don't think his input really matters all that much.
I'm just saying.
We need a soundbite for when listeners get savaged.
Yeah. I'd rather listen to Dickie Butte's opinion more than I would listen to whoever that caller or the text message was.
Man. That is just cold-blooded.
Yeah. But yeah, I got the Panthers, 13 points. Jake, who you got?
I got the Broncos. I honestly think it's probably going to be the Panthers, but I want the Broncos to win. Like I said last week, I'm just going to go Broncos by 7. I think it's going to be very close.
Yeah. I'm just kind of curious also. Jake, what's your opinions on Cam Newton?
We already talked about this last week.
I just wanted to hear it again.
The saltiness from the Seahawks game is worn off.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Okay. Sounds good.
I do like Peyton Manning a lot, though, so that's why I do want the Broncos to win.
All right.
But
I'm a Cam Newton fan. Like him.
As we've said, all we need is a good game.
If you're watching live stream, you might have just seen Logan and I dab.
Yeah, even though the dab has kind of been dead after Roger Goodell just attempted it, I think, yesterday. So I think Hillary Clinton's. I'm kind of expecting the dab to die down here anytime soon.
We do got another live tweet coming in at Second String Sports from Kyle Rinker that says, as a Broncos fan, it worries me that Peyton cannot plant on his left foot, and Logan gets too savage on me. No chill.
We've had a long week. The savagery is coming out.
Some opinions from some people just don't really matter. So simple as that.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rip.
Hey, actually, he could have his redemption on do a little battle on you. A Second String coming up soon. His redemption show.
He's having a redemption show.
Wait, what is this?
Kyle versus Logan. It's being played. It's like a boxing match has to get planned out and worked out. The Kyle versus Logan Second String special is probably coming up in the next few weeks.
We should have like a trivia match.
Oh, that would actually be awesome.
You should like gather some questions and then
that would be fun.
We'll answer some questions on air.
If you're still listening, Kyle, if you haven't logged off because you're too sad, tweet back at us. Tweet back at us if you are accepting the Redemption versus Logan Sports Knowledge Off episode coming up soon.
Yep.
We need to get scheduled in the books. We have a busy schedule.
Just for fair warning, if you're curious too, me and my dad played ESPN trivia over Christmas break. So I gained some knowledge. So if you really want to stump the Schwab, come at me.
Stump the log.
Stump the log.
Anyways,
I got
Super
knowledge
Bowl.
in my brain.
That's all we can talk about in the Super Bowl until next week's show when we can actually analyze the game.
Yeah, what do you guys think of the I don't know if we didn't really Coldplay. You guys excited for Coldplay?
I think we touched on this last week. We were saying like they got Coldplay and they're like, oh crap. The reception has not been good. Tack on Beyonce.
What if Beyonce just overpowers Coldplay and the Coldplay just gets shunned in the dark?
Has a Janet Jackson moment?
Coldplay just goes Janet Jackson.
No.
Like, what is it, like Beyonce. 05 of them? All 5 of them just go on. Like, is it all 5 of them that do it?
I would not want Coldplay to have that moment, but
that would make an entertaining Super Bowl.
Yeah, it would. But I'm hoping for some good commercials this year. I don't really remember last year's too much.
Oh, I remember one commercial last year that was very memorable. You know, remember the one I'm talking is the one commercial where the kid was really happy and he's really jovial.
Yeah, we compared Grant to him,
and then eventually just
no, not you.
Oh,
like, Grant Van Dyke,
and then it just boom.
Yeah, that was real sad.
Yeah.
Poor Grant, baby Grant.
Yeah, not this Grant.
Yeah, it was a sad moment. But yeah, if you need a place to come and partake in the party and festivities, we got a place. Hit me up if you know me.
Slide in the Jake's DMs.
And if you don't know him, still hit him up because that would be kind of entertaining.
Yeah, that's true. You could do that.
Yeah. Jake's also coming on a 1-year anniversary with one of his ex-girlfriends too.
Gosh.
What? We can talk about that next week.
If you guys are really interested, you guys can slide into my DMs. I'll tell you the story.
And he's no stranger to doing that. So
no.
Man, you just had to mention that.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Right around Super Bowl weekend. It was pretty great.
Yeah. Well,
it was a great breakup. Ask Jake about it too. He'll tell you.
Back to sports. That's enough of football. Super Bowl weekend coming up this Sunday. Let's move into a little basketball talk. It's back-to-back good weekends for sports. By the way, this weekend is the Super Bowl. Next weekend is the NBA All-Star Weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
But we all know the only days that matter are Saturday and Sunday, particularly Saturday.
I don't know. I like watching the Celebrity All-Star Game. Arnie Duncan, woo,
he's a baller.
That's true. He balled out. That was really funny, actually.
Yeah. He always balls out.
Always.
Let's talk about Saturday, though. We got the official lineups that were announced yesterday. I want to hear your guys' opinions, sort of who you think will win, and sort of like your pick, who you want to win. We got the 3-point shootout competition. Kyle Lowry, Chris Middleton, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Devin Booker, JJ Redick, Chris Bosh, and James Harden.
Who's my prediction for that?
Who's your prediction, obviously?
You know who would be great to win it, though? Chris Bosh. Forward
That's
winning.
what I was saying. I want someone kind of a little bit obscure to win. Like, Steph's going to shoot the lights out. Klay sucked last year.
I don't want the Splash Bros to win.
No.
That'd just be garbage.
I also don't want James Harden to win. He has one of the worst field goal percentages right now from the 3-point line. But
really?
Doesn't he? I saw some blurb about that on ESPN, but
I don't know. I mean, who's my prediction to win? It's Steph Curry. Just because he's Steph Curry and the best shooter.
If I had to put money on it, I'd be putting Steph Curry on it. But who do I want to see?
Yeah, who do I want to see?
I would want to see Devin Booker or Chris Bosh.
Yeah. I'd be completely fine with a Chris Bosh 3-point win. That would be
It'd be kind of funny. Forward winning the 3-point shootout contest. I mean, who is DeMarcus Cousins is in the skill
and Anthony Davis.
Oh, I'd be hilarious if one of those won.
Okay, we'll get to that. But
okay, but who am I putting money on? I'm putting money on Steph Curry.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if Devin Booker won. He is the youngest participant ever in the 3-point competition, so that'd be awesome.
I agree.
Devin Booker's a baller. He's been playing great this year. So
because the Suns have been absolute trash.
The Suns
they're a train wreck.
Shout out Earl Watson, though.
Yeah, Earl Watson, head coach.
Yep.
I don't know where.
As long as Steph
funny.
doesn't win. I just don't want Steph to win. I think that'd be lame. I don't even think he should be in it.
I'm fine with him in it.
I'm fine with him in it. It's just kind of like a cheat code. It's like, okay, he's going to hit every single shot.
Shooter. It's like, that's what you want to see, though. If you want a 3-point competition, that's going to be exciting. If you just...
Yeah, no, honestly, if I was in that, I would want Steph to be in it because then I could say, I beat him.
All right, so moving on from the 3-point competition, we got the slam dunk contest on Saturday. My favorite. Actually, I'm actually a big fan of 3-point shootout. I almost enjoyed the 3-point shootout more than the dunk competition.
I'm a big Rising Skills.
They got rid of that.
Rising Stars Challenge.
They got rid of that.
It's like the international
WNBA, the WNBA veteran and then the current player thing.
What was that one called?
That's the Rising Stars. Wait, no, it's not. That's a shootout or the. Man,
I don't know what
I don't know what it's called, but
it's so forgettable that they got rid of it and no one cares.
Yeah, I was like, Rising Stars is still there. I think they did. I think they did.
I don't know. Anyways,
not positive.
Dunk competition. How many contestants were? Well, they did the weird team thing. How many contestants were there last year? I feel like there were more. There's only 4 this year.
They had 4 last year.
They had 4 last year?
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
I'm glad that they changed it back.
Yeah, because I remember I watched it at your guys' house last year, and there was only 4.
Yeah. We got a good lineup this year.
Oh, I'm thinking 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine, Andre Drummond, and Will Barton, the Thrill.
Will the Thrill.
I'm so
like
excited.
the lineup.
I'm so excited. It'll be a good lineup.
I think
Zach LaVine killed it last year.
Unless I think Zach LaVine is like he's the favorite. Obviously,
he's the favorite, but I want Will to do something crazy. I love Will. Will can throw it down.
I think Will would be hilarious. I just don't see.
I don't
Will
see him
winning.
really winning. He's like,
I think the biggest threat probably to Zach LaVine would probably be Aaron Gordon.
Yeah,
Aaron Gordon gets up.
We did actually just get another live tweet in that said, I lost it.
Jake had too many notifications.
Yeah, I'm pulling it back up.
Too many bays hitting up the notification.
People are still asking about his ex-girlfriend because so many girls right now are trying to hit up Jake's hotline bling like, what? You had an ex-girlfriend about a year ago?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I miss it. Kyle,
all right, we'll continue. Oh, you got
live
it?
tweet coming in. JJ Redick 3-point champ. Aaron Gordon to upset LaVine in the dunk contest.
I guess Kyle maybe might know what he's talking about because I just said that, but whatever.
I'm just reiterating. But yes, I can't really see Drummond do anything too special. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Drummond's the worst one there.
She's just too big.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. You saw the Dwight Howard dude a couple years back.
Yeah,
but he's gonna have to pull out some like Hollywood stuff to do like
Drummond. Whoa!
How about we do a little dunk contest power rankings real quick?
All right.
So 1 being biggest chance to win.
Okay.
I'm going Zach LaVine.
Yep.
He's built for a dunk contest.
Yeah.
I mean,
as we've seen.
Yeah, as we've seen. Saw last year. 2, I like the Aaron Gordon pick with you. I think that he has just as good of a chance. But I think I'm gonna go Will at 2.
Okay.
Just because we saw him in Portland. He's a people's champ. He's gonna find some way to make it interesting, make it fun.
Yeah.
And he's, I don't know. You see these dunks that he throws down in game now too. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I think he's gonna find something interesting, make it fun, entertaining. 3, I'll go Aaron Gordon, close behind Will, just because he's crazy athletic. And then 4, I'll go Drummond.
Yeah, mine's kind of the same. I'm just flopping.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon and Will the Thrill.
There you go.
Jake?
You have to go LaVine number 1. Number 2, I agree with Logan. I'm going to go Aaron Gordon. But, like, upset who I want to see Will do something cool. But I do think LaVine's probably going to take it again, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm putting money...
He shut down the internet with that dunk last year.
He's probably going to do something crazy. Let's be honest.
He's going to come out absolutely crazy. I'm trying to find the official lineup for the skills challenge for us to talk about. Okay, so we got... I see a partial lineup here. We got DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis. Oh, Karl Anthony Towns.
No way.
Draymond Green's in it?
Wait.
Gosh.
No, this is real. Huh. This is ridiculous.
I hadn't looked at the lineup for this.
Patrick Beverly, Isaiah Thomas, and CJ?
Patrick Beverly, trash.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If
you want to do that now?
Nah.
You want to trash him?
No, I have a segment for towards the end of the show for that.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saving it.
Okay.
It's probably Johnny.
It's a tentative trash because it's a little bit sensitive, but
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You predict in the future.
Sensitive trash.
And Jordan Clarkson. Okay.
That's a really odd lineup.
Huh. Who would I want to see?
I have a feeling that they're losing viewership on the skills, and they just wanted to spice it up by throwing in some funny, like.
I think
hey, I like it. I think that's cool.
I kind of want to.
Intern Mike did just hold up a piece of paper with writing that said there are big men elements in the skills competition.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
They're switching it up then? Okay.
That's, yeah.
Rumor
I did
has
see
it.
something about it that it was getting a little stagnant.
We'll have to send Intern Mike to NBA All-Star Weekend. I think we have it in the budget.
Correspondent.
Yeah, correspondent. Just kind of we'll have him calling on radio. All right, we'll talk to KBVR. Maybe we can get Mike out there to where's it at again? Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto.
Yeah, we'll send Mike out to run. Mike,
Mike will be running through the 6.
Do you have your passport? You have a passport to go to Canada? You don't have your passport. Dang.
Mike be running through the 6 with his woes.
Yep. All right, so yeah, we'll hopefully have Michael Powson out there in Toronto here in the next couple weeks.
Interesting. A little breaking news here. I did just get a text.
Wait, what?
No, not actually break. No. No.
You hyped that up a lot though.
Yeah.
So now I'm expecting
They
something.
are instead of the Shooting Stars Challenge, it's now us versus US versus world.
The us.
Yeah, well. I read that wrong. I thought it was us versus the world. That's a saying. Like
the us.
No, okay, I'm done.
Jake refers to America as us.
Anyways.
Just like how Jake thought Alaska was on island next to Hawaii. It's the
he just turned off his mic.
Jake just muted my mic. Jake thought Alaska was right next to Hawaii and the island.
What?
False.
No, that's not false.
What in the world? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, Jake thought Alaska. I think whoever was Jake's geography teachers growing up.
I don't think I took geography in high school.
Maybe elementary school or any history classes. Man, the elementary system, school system really failed Jake.
I was a blip in the program. I was a chip in the log.
For his America to us, man.
That's funny. Oh man.
Anyway, skills competition. I think will actually, if they do switch it up and have big men elements, it'll be fun this year.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The second string, learning things about Jake. That's why we're a sports show and not a geography segment.
That'd be a terrible show.
Instead of it, we should just have like a Jake trivia section with just geography questions.
I'd fail. I always sat silent during Buffalo Wild Wings when geography section came on.
Man, we need to win some B-dubs. All right. I don't think I said I think I want Anthony Davis to win the skills competition. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I want a big man to win the skills.
It's kind of hard to predict who's going to win.
Especially if we don't know if they're incorporating new elements now.
Yeah, I'm just picking the player who I thought would be funny.
You already know who me and Grant want, so.
Who?
CJ.
I know, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to answer. But
I'd like
he is
CJ.
the only representative we have this year in the All-Star.
If it's not CJ, though,
yeah.
Boogie, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
What do you guys think that Dame Lillard's going to be doing during the All-Star weekend?
He's staying in Portland, I've heard. Chilling, relaxing.
I mean, I honestly think someone could drop out in the next week somehow. Some like nagging injury or something.
I don't think he would go, though. I mean, he did last year when it was Blake Griffin, but...
Okay, but when you think about it, I mean, there's some money on the line there, too.
Well, yeah.
Incentives, bonuses...
Yeah. You know, he gets his debuts, new shoes, blah, 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 Adidas. They'd probably make a special all-star Damian Lillard 2 type thing.
I wouldn't be mad if he turned it down. I'm just saying, for him, business-wise...
Yeah.
Probably a better decision.
We'll see, but... The rest could also be beneficial.
Yeah,
Chip on the shoulder, the rest. But, yeah, I love All-Star Weekend. That'll be fun. Moving on to just a little bit of general NBA talk. The deadline is... what? Couple weeks?
Don't know the exact.
Not sure the exact day. I think the biggest names that I've seen in the trade market has been like Rudy Gay, Jeff Teague,
and now apparently Blake Griffin.
Oh, Blake Griffin, yeah. I forgot about Blake.
Real quick, trade deadline February 18th.
All right,
at 3 Eastern.
February 18th,
so noon.
Isn't that the game we're going up in Portland? Is that February 18th?
I think that's the 23rd.
23rd. Okay.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Trade deadline on this again. Anyways, so yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think any before our show started today, we saw a few rumors that the Clippers have officially placed Blake Griffin on the trading block, and they're shopping around discussions with Denver and Philadelphia.
Oh, I think you trade him.
You think he's gone before the 18th?
I don't know if he is officially gone, but
I think it's very probable.
Oh, I think the Blazers.
You look at how they do without him too.
I think the Clippers, they should trade him, no doubt. I think they've been playing well without him.
But what scenario out there? Like, if it is
Philadelphia,
is
one
it
scenario
Joel Okafor? Is it?
Well, one scenario, I just think you just try to get something. There was the Denver rumors where you might send Will Barton, Kenneth Faried.
We did actually
and
just have a
Gallinari for a first round draft pick for Blake.
Don't know how much truth is behind it, but Mike did just show us a tweet that says Denver had reached out to the Clippers and the Clippers aren't showing much interest. So that could just be, classic rumor, but how weird would that Philadelphia? Ooh,
pretty funny.
That'd be really funny. Banish Blake to Philly.
But the real question is, if Blake Griffin did go, say, maybe like to Philadelphia, does Blake still appear in so many commercials? I don't know. Does Kia still sponsor him? Hopefully not, because I'm
one of the reasons
tired
that he's
of Blake
able
Griffin
to
commercials.
be in so many commercials is the fact that he's in LA. And when they're not playing games and they have days off, he's able to just go to the trillions and trillions of studios in LA with film stuff. So he's at the mecca for that marketing. Do you see him sort of fading? Like,
I hope they trade him. I hope they trade him.
I hope they trade him too. I'm not a very big Blake Griffin fan.
I like big shakeups in the NBA. It's fun.
Also like that, yeah.
It's fun. So I want to see a big trade. I love when big trades happen.
I think
a couple
Rudy
years
Gay
ago
could very
when
well
the
be gone too.
Carmelo trade happened,
that was awesome.
that was fun.
Yeah. What about CJ?
Do you see that being a deadline move? No way.
It's so hard to know because I don't know what they're, who they're talking to, anything like that. There hasn't been much said. Pretty much the only thing that I've heard is, like the hypothetical Kevin Love thing.
Which is completely hypothetical. I don't even think it's
I haven't heard that
actually discussed.
I think that they are probably looking into it.
You should invite Neil.
Oh, there's no way Neil hasn't looked out.
Yeah.
You should invite Neil
possibilities.
down Corvallis again. He already made one appearance down here.
Mm-hmm.
Just invite him again. We'll get him on second string. Be like, yo, CJ, Kevin Love, is this thing happening?
Yeah.
He's a talker.
He'll probably tell us right on air.
He gives us the scoop.
We'll break news.
I will trade CJ McCollum, guys. Just letting you know.
We'll break news.
But Blazers, speaking of that, just a little, we can get into that a little bit more at the end of the show. But we just snapped our 4-game winning streak last night against Toronto.
But they're playing well.
But that's what I was just about to talk about. It's looking up. We're still in the 8th seed. The West is so unbelievably competitive right now that you go on a 3-game win streak, you're in 7th place. And a huge game, by the way. I was also going to mention this earlier. The Beaver game's at 5:30 on Saturday, and then the Blazers play Houston on Saturday as well. Yep. Huge game, considering we're a game behind them. They're in 7th, we're in 8th. Huge game, and anytime the Blazers play the Houston, I must watch.
Gonna be a fun one.
Must watch. But I don't know. What do you think? This mid-season little turnaround sort of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing well. I don't know how else
It
to
always
describe
sometimes it's almost a lot of some teams have the skid right before All-Star break, and some team have the push. But
yeah, they're a really fun team to watch.
Yeah.
They try hard. They have a lot of young guys. I think that a lot of the role players are really starting to step up. Al-Farouq Aminu.
Oh yeah,
Gerald
Henderson had a great
he's shooting.
great
Gerald
fourth
Henderson,
quarter 2 games ago.
Yeah, he's starting to kind of find his role.
Oh man, Gerald.
What they've talked about.
He actually isn't that old.
Yeah, no, he just looks
old.
old.
That's what's so weird about it. I looked it up one day. I was like, wow, he's like the same. He's like younger than a lot of these guys in the NBA. It's the bald head, man. It gives him pure wisdom. The professor.
The prof.
Yeah. So Gerald finding his role. Vonleh seems to be improving every game. Okay, but from the start of the season, I'm not saying he's an all-star. I'm just saying he's improving as a young guy.
And he has a nagging injury now, too.
I think
a little bit.
I think Noah Vonleh's just been popping up on my YouTube. Whenever I watch the commercials that come up, and they have the Blazer commercials. I'm kind of salty over Noah Vonleh now because he just keeps popping up. They haven't changed up to a different Blazers player. It's just Noah Vonleh talking about his coach. I'm like, Noah, get out of here. I'm tired of you.
Yeah, they do.
No, I get it. Yeah, they do. But it was a team that has not very many of the same pieces from last year, and they're learning to play together, and it's starting to come together a little bit. And it's exciting.
And it was post game last night. They interviewed Damian, and they said blah, blah, blah. The classic, like, oh, this is a good experience loss for the young guys. And Damian had a good point. He's like, there's no such thing. He's like, we're not playing for experience right now. It's like, we're either going to compete in the playoffs while we're in it or we're not. And he said we should have won that game, and we can win those games moving forward against big teams because we have, the skill. That'll be interesting. I love...
Quick side note. Damian is a perfect leader. I think that he's for our team. I don't know. I just like everything he says. He's an example.
He's almost like the Russell Wilson of basketball.
Yeah, I mean, like...
But, like, a little bit edgier,
I don't know.
Cooler.
Sorry, that was my just little Damian Lillard.
No, yeah, exactly. That
10-second
one of a kind. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways. Any other NBA topics we want to talk about before we take another PSA break?
We'll take a PSA break. We'll find some more stuff.
Yeah. We'll dig deep into the interwebs. Anyways. Second String Sports every Friday, 12 to 2 p.m. We'll be back. Stay tuned. More NBA talk. More general sports talk. Trash segment. Logan's checking out his looks in the cam.
Yeah. Make sure I look good. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
We can't actually talk about Marshawn Lynch. There's actually a funny
I saw that.
Funny thing in the media recently.
But I don't know if we can really say what he said, but
yeah, true. Second String Sports. We'll be right back.
I'm here to remind you to make sure your campfires are thoroughly extinguished. Use water, stir them with sticks, and check that they're completely out and that your cigarette butts are put out too. To prove my point, I'm flipping this cigarette away carelessly. Ooh, if you think this place lit up fast, you should see a forest. Out! I better finish because the flames are now engulfing the script. Hey, how's that, Smokey?
Good, but you forgot only you can prevent forest fires. Try it once more.
Okay.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state foresters, and the Ad Council. No announcers were injured during the making of this commercial.
Want to find out which cosmetic and household product manufacturers are subjecting animals in laboratories to cruel, unnecessary experimentation? And what actions you can take to stop the needless suffering? A new guidebook published by the National Anti-Vivisection Society entitled Personal Care for People Who Care outlines it all. And you can get it by contacting NAVS at 800-888-6287 or navs.org. Please call today.
This is LL Cool J, and I make my own rules to win. And right now I have a test that can help you become a winner as well. Question 1. What is AmeriCorps? A way to get some work experience. B, a way to get money for college or trade school. C, a way to help kids in your neighborhood. D, a really cool experience. Or E, all of the above. Well, if you answered E, you're a winner. Find out more about AmeriCorps. Call 1-800-942-2677. AmeriCorps. Peace and love.
Oh, you ready to play another match? I don't think so. What's the matter? You got a date or something? Oh, well, yeah. Oh, what's his name? Just a second. Bill. No, Steve. What you gonna do? I have a little fun, you know. Cindy, does he have an STD? A what? A sexually transmitted disease. I have no idea.
Sexually transmitted diseases. Something to avoid. Because STDs don't make decisions. People do.
Citizens of America, this is a message from feedthepig.org. Americans spent more money than they earned in 2005. This is the first negative savings rate in the U.S. since the Great Depression. America, we must start feeding the pig. On the 1st and the 15th, we must pay ourselves before we pay anyone or anything. We must make a budget. Even consider cutting up a credit card. Log on to feedthepig.org today. Find the benefits of saving for every stage of life. Brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Now here's a message from Alcoholics Anonymous. What I remember most is the loneliness I felt, the separation from other people. Yeah, at the end, drinking was no fun for me. Since I've started attending AA meetings, perhaps the greatest gift of all is I've become reconnected. I'm part of the universe again. I really like myself, and that's beautiful. AA has been like a miracle in my life.
AA, it works. Look us up in the phone book or check your local newspapers.
And we're back. Second String Sports coming in live. Logan's giggling over there because he's just happy little fella.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, we got about 20 more minutes here on Second String Sports today. We got to cut it a little bit short.
Well, yeah, last week we got lied to.
Sorry for the confusion.
I don't know if there was miscommunications on our end, but apparently we thought Ed Ray was after us last week, but apparently he's on after us this week. So
come on, Ed.
No, that's not Ed's fault.
That's true. It's communication area.
Communication with, peeps and peeps. But yeah, look forward to
peeps and peeps.
Yeah, people and people.
Oh, yeah, weird. Anyways,
it's almost Easter season.
We do have, I wouldn't call it breaking news, but we'll start off the last leg of the show here with some discussion I want to hear everyone's opinion on. It's been consistently spoken on in the media probably for the last year, and that is someone that you have heard me consistently trash. If the camera can see it in the corner there. I'll call this my semi-trash segment.
Semi-trash.
So Johnny Manziel, since last show, it has been sort of officially announced that they plan on cutting him from the Cleveland Browns in March.
They just have to wait for.
They have to wait. It's an
cap
awkward situation where they're basically like, you're not a Cleveland Brown, but you technically are, but you're not going to be. Anyways, as we saw last week, I believe we discussed it. There was the allegation that came into the news from Manziel's girlfriend that we didn't know. Oh, it's another situation where it's like a Jameis Winston thing because she didn't cooperate at first. But a lot of stuff has come out recently. She has officially filed charges against him, and his neighbor, I believe, in Texas, officially backed up the statement and said that he heard her screaming and calling for help, blah, blah, blah. She says that he struck her several times. So on top of everything, that's terrible right there. That's enough trouble for him to be in. And then just today, it came out, I haven't watched the official interview, so I don't really know the full context, but his dad said a quote to some sort of, if they do not get him help, I don't believe he'll live to see his 24th birthday, which is pretty messed up. They said that they've reached out to him several times in the past, week, to try to get him to go back to rehab twice, something like that.
Apparently he turned it down twice as well.
Turned it down twice. And then we have some more breaking news. Right now, Browns owner Jimmy Haslam says that the Browns have reached out to Manziel several times and he is not responding or reciprocating anyone's calls. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? As much as we've trashed him, it's to the point now where it's kind of like, it's just sad. If it's that bad and he's shutting down everyone, he's about to get cut, he's going to spiral out of control.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's tough. You've seen that happen with many athletes before.
Well, his dad is it almost sounds like, is he blaming the organization?
That's what the trash segment was sort of about. They
why can't
what do
he
you
do
mean
it?
they? You're
Why
his
can't he-
father.
yeah, he's his father. I feel like he has more
if he
of a-
says that if they said that the families reach out to him and tried, then they've tried. But it's almost like there's been signs, and the trash segment for me is that I felt like with his persona, people loved it at first, and it was almost like an enabling thing, Johnny parties.
Yeah, the Snickers had the commercial with the
Snickers played into it. There's the T-shirts, everything. Everything about his whole persona was like, that's what made people love him. Johnny's out partying. Yeah, take more pics, blah, blah, blah. And now it's to the point where people are going to finally step back. And if it's that bad, he's really not going back to rehab, and it's a serious, serious problem. People need to completely cut it and stop with the, his agent just dropped him this morning too. He's about to get cut. He has no agent. And I'm just saying, if someone like, Jerry picks him up with Dallas, there's going to need to be some serious stipulations when he gets picked up of you're going to rehab, you're fixing things, because I don't know, if he gets enabled in any other situation, I just think that's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad. He has a huge problem. I don't think anyone
if
really...
that Vegas story was 100% true, it was funny at first, but now looking back at it, it's wow.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, I don't think anyone really had... people had an idea that he had some sort of an issue, but I don't think anyone realized it was this bad.
No. It's sad.
So, hopefully he gets help that he needs.
Hopefully, but I mean, it's all his agent said his whole career is completely in his hands, and that's it now.
Yeah.
We could get
He's got to take some of the responsibility
We
himself.
could have we have an Insider Browns moment. We could have not calling it a Mook minute, but call it a Browns quickie. We have a resident Cleveland Browns fan who, share your opinions on the situation. Soon to be former quarterback of your favorite NFL football team.
I have been a Browns fan for quite some time, and I kind of grew up a Cowboys fan. So that's why I really don't want Manziel to go to Dallas because I just kind of want him gone. Honestly, I know, but I don't want him going to Dallas at the Whedon situation last year, where I couldn't escape Brandon Whedon. But I didn't like Manziel at first, and then he's kind of started to grow on me. But then after his last game that he started, I was really just done with him. I didn't want him on the team anymore, and I saw he improved as a player because I watched every game that he started, and every game he looked better. I mean, you guys probably watched the Seahawks game. Yeah. First drive of the game, he drove down and looked like a good quarterback against a good Seattle defense and threw a touchdown. But I just don't think it's going to work out unless he changes something in his mind, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for the Browns Insider.
I'll call that was like a call it a recycle segment, not trash, but
the recycle segment,
a concerned recycled segment. Is there is a recycling bin in here.
You're concerned to the environment of his health.
Yeah, but I still hate him.
You kind of just want a fresh start for the career.
Wow, you're pulling out the recycle metaphors now. But yeah.
I mean, you compared it. Just trying to help you out here.
That's what's been going on today with him. So, we'll see what happens. But moving on. Any other big news we need to talk about before we have to wrap it up for Ed here today? We actually did just get breaking news. Thomas Davis and Jared Allen will officially start for the Broncos, or start versus the Broncos, and they both have broken foots, a fractured forearm and a broken foot.
Yeah, Jared Allen has the broken foot.
Yeah, Jared Allen has a broken foot, fractured.
It's a Super Bowl. You go out there.
It's a one and done. You worked your whole season to get up there. Of course you're gonna. Exactly.
Yeah.
Quick little, not on the topic of football, but just sports news that could actually benefit Oregon State, possibly.
What?
The Louisville self-imposed postseason ban for basketball.
I forgot about that. That's insane. Of course, he's denying everything. Rick's denying.
Yeah. So, with Oregon State highly on the bubble, opens up one more spot for a team. Who knows?
But I mean,
probably very unlikely that
stars align. Who knows?
But at this point, need all the help you can get.
If you're gonna
there's only 64 spots, so
if you're gonna recruit players, you might as well bring the strippers to their dorm room. So you got to go out.
Logan's face there,
and that's what they did. If you got to go, you got to get a postseason ban in some way. You got to go out with the bang, What?
That was funny. I was
highly savage. I wasn't expecting that either.
I actually had no clue about that story at all.
That's what this is partially about.
And for you to say it just threw me totally off guard.
Imagine that in Weatherford.
But you didn't know about that story?
I had no clue. I don't know. Maybe it happened yesterday.
Wild.
No, it happened like
that's
weeks
the
ago.
reason why they're getting
months ago.
The ban.
Yeah. Maybe it's just
because
flew over my head or something.
They paid escorts.
Escorts
to help recruit
Louisville basketball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like where? Like in Louisville?
Like when they would come on official visits, they would pay escorts to just go
when the recruits had dorms,
do favors.
Interesting.
For these recruits.
Rick Pitino's a savage.
Yeah, he is, and he's like, I knew nothing of the sorts.
Yeah, you did.
You bought your favorites.
It kind of reminds me of the He Got Game. if anybody's seen He Got Game, it's kind of Ray Allen kind of got that treatment. I think in like Kansas or something like that. Yeah.
Kind of Bow Wow like Mike, dude.
No, it was
Louisville's making a He Got Game too.
Wow. You know,
yeah, so they're out of the postseason.
Segment we need to have, not for this show because we don't have enough time. We need to have a show where we have a bracket of best sports movies of all time. Me and Logan love bracketology.
I'll play some brackets. Just a bracket show. Totally.
That'd actually be such a clutch show. A big bracket show. Tweet out the brackets right before. Get some input. Votes. I love debating sports movies.
Even though it could be anything.
Yeah, that's true. I could do any bracket, but
I'll do any bracket. I could do your favorite Oregon State football or Oregon State athlete of all time. That'd be a great one. Where'd you put Chad Johnson on there?
I was probably Steven Jackson, probably Chad Johnson.
So many new ideas.
Chad Johnson's kind of an Oregon State. He's literally one term. We can claim it.
Go Beavs.
Yeah, go Beavs.
Down.
Or
we have some segments that we just have to implement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Any other breaking news? You got a Bleacher Report over there? Any
actually
articles,
I have
headlines that strike your fancy?
I just have the Colorado Buffs roster up. That's all I have.
Any funny names on there?
Yeah, I was looking at it. Whose name do you think is more hilarious? Trayshawn Fletcher, Keenan Guzanchik. There it is. This one's kind of a funny one. I guess that's the only good ones. There's really no other good one names.
Probably the second one.
Keenan Guzanchik.
Semi-normal names.
We got to pick someone to go in on tomorrow from the Beaver Dam.
Yeah.
It's going out.
Everyone.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone.
If you're a student and don't go to basketball games, you need to get there because it's a lot of fun. Even if you don't even like basketball, you can just
Grant Van Dyke
try to roast people.
Yeah,
it gets highly savage at times, but it's a lot of fun.
And you can witness Grant missing wide.
You can
shots in the court.
You can have me. Yeah. I'm just not even going to talk about that. It was awful.
Yeah.
It was just awful.
I hope video surfaces online of that on Twitter. I'd tweet it from Second String.
All right, we can do
Ryan
it.
Jones, send me the link.
They're just so unnecessary.
Hey, I got roasted about my geography. You can get roasted about your shot.
Jake, where's Alaska?
Shut up. It's not an island.
Jake, all I'm saying is come to an intramural game and witness greatness.
Okay.
All right. You witness my 15 first half points and then just say I'm awful.
I was going to come, but swamped with studying. But now that it's week 5 is over.
All right.
Do you guys play during the Super Bowl?
No.
They scheduled around it.
Thank you.
We have
I was going to
Sunday
say,
off
what an unfortunate twist of events if you guys had a scheduled game on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they never do that.
That would suck. But okay, good.
No, yeah.
Cool. Oh, quick side shout out before we wrap up the show. It's not relevant to Grant. Well, it kind of is to Grant, but relevant to 3 out of the 4 people in studio right now. The Ebolas are on a current. Wow, I tried to click the air horn. I wish the air horn was louder.
It's kind of
Anyways.
like, yep, I guess we don't really care. But
Intramural bowling. Why did you do picks of the week?
Because it's the picks of the week version.
True. Anyways, intramural bowling. We have officially tied up the season at 1-1. We have a huge matchup on Monday against the Pajama Men. Big match. It's basically like
we're pretty good.
Like the Nuggets going up against the Warriors. But we do fight. You know, we went down
scrappy.
We take it to game 3s. We come back from adversity. We're 1-1, and Grant's intramural bowling team is 0-2. Even though
we
they put up
better,
huge games,
better numbers than both of your. Yeah.
So records speak.
Here's some apparent,
That's all I'm gonna say.
breaking news. Bulls aside, apparently the hack a player rule changes are to come in the NBA,
but not for this season, right?
It says soon, likely coming soon.
Oh gosh.
A video of Grant Ocampo missing a shot has officially been tweeted at second string.
Thank you, Kyle Rinker. Much appreciated for that. Just highly unnecessary.
I gave that a fat retweet.
Awesome.
Hey, Jorge favorited.
All right.
We're winding down here. We really got nothing else to speak on, you guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
But you do enjoy hearing our voices, so we do oblige the fans. Just kidding. Anyways, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, we're just at a moment where we're kind of
It's been a long week, slow news week.
Slow news. Next week will be huge because the Super Bowl will have completed, and it will be the Friday right before All-Star Weekend. There'll be some more Beaver games under our belts, more Blazer games. So hopefully, pull on a guest for next Friday as well. Look forward to that. But yeah, nice chill, low-key show today.
And stick around for Ed Ray after this time.
Yeah, we are
for sure.
We are the one. We're the appetizer.
Promised that last time.
Yeah. This time we're probably going to end a little bit more earlier than last time as well.
You know what? Sometimes you gotta know when to quit in life. Just like Grant should have quit when he passed the half court line.
All right.
Just like Jake should have quit
okay.
geography class.
Oh, Jake can't handle it. Can't handle the roast.
Jake can't handle the roast.
He on the rotisserie.
Oh my God. Slow bake. He's in the crock pot. Slow cooking.
Now I'm hungry.
Wow, this is going nowhere fast.
When I put this up on YouTube, I'm probably just gonna cut out the whole. I'm probably just gonna cut it.
If you had to stick some, if you had to stick some ingredients to a crock pot, what would you be cooking?
If I had to make something,
yeah,
probably start with a fat hunk of beef. I'd throw some carrots, salt and pepper, broth, and noodles, and make a beef stew. I'm crying. The contacts are gonna come out.
Oh my gosh. That's the funniest thing I've heard.
So there it is. That's what Jake puts in his crock pot.
All right, we need a Jake crockpot segment every week.
Yeah,
Jake, you need to come up with a new recipe for us every week.
Okay. Yeah. Before we end out the show, intern Mike did just show me a text to his phone from my mother, who's currently listening, and says that she needs a shout out for a faithful fan who watches every week on the show because she does not have a Twitter. So, shout out to Mom, Andrea.
I should get Andrew on Twit.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, your dad's on Twitter. They can follow each other.
Dad on Twitter.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's true.
My dad's on Twitter?
Yeah.
They all converse. It could be a second string parent tribe.
Yeah. Be like a group.
All their bios could just be hashtag second string parents.
Yeah.
Actually, that sounds real bad. Second string parents. Anyways.
Wow. Yeah. Kind of like Johnny Manziel.
Shout out to the mom. Shout out Andrea. Shout out Crystal. Shout out Jorge. Shout out Gene and Michelle and Pat. Everyone, pretty much.
This is how far we've gotten for the show, where we just have nothing to talk about now,
except stew and parents and
stew. A big hunk of meat.
Big hunk of beef.
Beef. It was beef.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Man, we should Jake. You should make a recipe book for crockpot meals.
I think my mom gave me one of those sophomore year of college. I don't know where it is.
I'm saying you make your own though.
That'd be a messed up recipe book.
Yeah, I know. Be great.
I'd co-illustrate with Mike and it'd get real weird.
So Mike would be making the illustrations.
Mike, before we end the show, just give a Mike recipe on you're getting a big camera time tonight. This afternoon.
Are we talking like crockpot recipe?
Yeah, we're talking crockpots.
General recipe.
If you want to
you
get,
would never use a crockpot.
No, but Mike, what would true? But if you had pretend you just don't make frozen foods for every single day, what kind of crockpot or any kind of cool recipe would you be making?
What can I put frozen food in the crockpot?
Sure.
Sure, yeah. What are you thinking? Tater tots, frozen tater tots.
Tater
Definitely some
tots in the crock
potatoes.
pot?
I don't know. What are you just
Like
thinking?
some good potatoes in a crock pot. That's always good.
Yeah.
Agree with the carrot statement. We have a tweet. I want to read this tweet. Oh.
Yeah, Jake's mom just is trying to defend Jake's geography mindset, but trying to say there are.
Maybe she was the one that told Jake that Alaska was an island by Hawaii.
Maybe.
Andrea, was that you?
Plot twist.
Yeah. So anyway, what's your main recipe here?
I think I would just get like some steak, put it in there. I don't know if you can cook steak in a crock pot, can you? But I just put it in there anyway. Get some potatoes.
May not be cooked, but we good.
Maybe some carrots. I'm not a big carrot guy, but I just throw them in. What about some celery? No, you don't put celery in a crock pot.
You can put celery in there.
Can you?
Why not?
I don't know.
It's your crock pot. It's your world.
This is your creation.
All right, then I'm gonna put some like a couple Big Macs in there.
Ew.
Maybe get some Taco
How about just
Bell.
some Big Mac sauce?
Just Big Mac. Okay, so mix in some Big Mac sauce.
Okay.
In the
Some
crock
steak,
pot.
some carrots, some celery, Big Mac sauce.
Maybe like the cheese from my frozen mac and cheese. Mix that in there.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. I guess. Mike, thank you for your input on your crock pot. That's pretty good.
No, it's not good.
It's pretty good. Other than that, I think we're gonna wind down the show here. I think we've been stretching. You guys been listening to Second String
Stretching
Sports
like a gymnast. Man, this show can only be described as savage.
I feel like we get one of these like a year.
Yeah. No, we'll have more.
I don't think a show like this has really happened since the old Snell Hall.
The years of Grant Van Dyke, pretty much.
Yeah. I feel like it has. I feel like this hasn't happened in a while.
Should not be, we don't speak of him, actually.
He who should not be named.
Now you have another Grant.
Yeah, we got the more and better improved.
Yeah, the upgraded version.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, this is a very. I'm gonna leave this in.
Yeah. Man, this show
interesting
is just,
show tonight. This afternoon. See ya.
All right, I think people are getting ready for some Ed Ray. I think things are coming.
We're
here.
gonna wrap things up. This is just a real big spiral downhill, but
yeah.
Second String Sports Fridays from 12 to 2, ending it a little bit early today. You can catch us every week.
Yeah.
Hashtag Second String Sports if you want to join the discussion, or at Second String KBVR. All of our shows will be podcasted and videoed up on our YouTube, Second String Sports, so look out for that. And yeah, have a good weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the Beaver game tomorrow. It's Jake, Logan, and Grant pulling ourselves together and getting raveling our lives back up.
Yeah, you guys are going to be listening to the Croc Box and maybe talk about Ed Ray after this. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Who know? You don't really know what you're going to get on KBVR. It's great.
It's just a pack of everything. So have a good weekend and go Beavs.